Blackpink Rose look charismatic and fire eyes for the cover of Dazed magazine. Dazed magazine revealed that Rose experienced a very busy week right before the release of Blackpink's latest album, explaining that her day was not over even after wrapping up their photo shoot at 11 p.m. that night. Rose said, "Now I am going to practice the choreography. Tomorrow I can start the day a little late, so I am going to practice after filming it." On receiving love from all over the world for her unique voice, Rose revealed, "Right now, many people tell me my voice is unique, but I didn't think of it that way during the time of my debut. My goal was to become a good singer rather than a different singer. I didn't practice to create a special tone or voice color. The current review seemed to acknowledge my uniqueness, so it feels like a great compliment." Earlier this year, Rose was selected as a global ambassador for Saint Laurent and became the first Korean model for the brand. Recording the brand creative director, Anthony Vaccarello, Rose commented, "I thought I know what classic was, but that was not the case. I learned and know every time I say Anthony Club. I wonder how he could portray this through latex material. His color spectrum and pattern are also very diverse, and behind all that is Saint Laurent uniquely classy nature and story. It becomes more amazing the more I look at it." SHINee teamed up with Cosmopolitan for his pictorial and interview saying military discharge. K, who was officially discharged from his military service earlier this month, spoke about the experience. "The thing I gained from the military were health and people," he said. "It was a time where I could learn a lot by meeting friends who made music together in the military band." He added, "It was not easy to adjust, but I had a good time." K also mentioned that he is simpler than people think, sharing that he enjoyed receiving letters over gifts from his junior in the military. "I guess they feel pressure to always buy me something nice." He said, "People could feel that way after seeing how I present myself on social media or TV, but I am a very simple person." The SHINee member then talked about his love for the fans who have waited for his return. "I think it took a long time for me to get the point where I can show my fans as much of myself as I want." He said, "I want to show high quality things to the fans who waited a long time for me." When asked how he made decisions in his career, K explained, "In the past, I did whatever I thought people would like even if I didn't want to do it. But now, if I feel uncontent about it, I try not to do it. I realized that forcing myself to do things while feeling ambitious about it won't change my life." He added, "But you never know. Even if I say this no, I could end up doing everything that comes to me. What for sure is that I need something new. Kane then mentioned his fellow SHINee member, choosing affection as the emotion he felt toward them. Everything about it felt obvious and natural. They explained, when someone asks me how much I love my member or how close I am to them, it's hard for me to answer. It's like asking how much I love my mom. It's a relationship that's hard to express through words. Asked if he feels any pressure deciding which activities to pursue in the future, Kane responded that he doesn't. It's been a long time since I have set goals for myself, he said. I think that I can continue doing new things as long as I succeed at what I have taken on avoid disappointing people. He concluded, when I was younger, I never thought that I become the person I am today. As there are more people who approve of my decision than there in the past, I think that I will keep happening in the future. Oh My Girl Seunghee and Binnie recently participated in a photo shoot and interview for the magazine Marie Claire. In the interview, the members were asked about Oh My Girl's steadily rising popularity. Seunghee said, I think that Queendom was a turning point for us. If we didn't go on that show, then we wouldn't have been able to show people our music or our talent. We had tried a variety of concepts in the past, but we didn't have a big stage to perform them. Through the stage of Queendom, we were able to confidently show what we could do. The interviewer then asked the member what they thought was the most decisive moment in Of My Girl career. Binnie said, from the outside, it looked like Queendom. But from an internal perspective, we had a year-long hiatus after promotion ended for coloring book. The member changed and mattered a lot during that time, both inside and outside. Seunghee continued, there was talk that if the album we were preparing at that time didn't succeed, then it will be the end of My Girl. It was a difficult time for all the members. Binnie reminisced, we cried a lot. Seunghee said, that's right, we cried a lot at the thought that this might be the end of My Girl. We felt frustrated and desperate. If the response to our next album was not good, then we would have to part ways with the friend we trained with for so long. Because it might be our last. We gave the album our all. That album was Secret Garden, and it was the most successful of our releases. Secret Garden got Oh My Girl their first win on a music show after their debut, while the group's most recent song, Non-Stop, also gave the group their first number 1 on the music chart Melon. Seunghee said, I hear that of all the groups who have taken number 1, we might have taken the longest. There was a comment about that online. Asked how that made her feel, she said, I feel like we had held on really well. Even when I told myself, the one who held on will win, there were times when I wondered how long. But our endurance was finally recognized.